Part 66. Pokemon's Character Master. Author, Ai Ren Huo Xiangxiao. Chapter 677. December 18th. Yang Yu picked up senior brother Qian Wuyukin at the airport. After the two high-fived each other, they walked excitedly outside the airport. Yang Yu, this is... Wuyukin shook his scarf and his eyes fell on the driver Nozawa. A friend I met here, Nozawa Naburo, is a part-time translator, tour guide, and driver. Just call him Nozawa, Yang Yu smiled. Nozawa was so nervous. Two gym-level trainer bosses. They are still so young, and the trainer that Master Han Li came to pick up in person is indeed no ordinary person. Choo choo choo. Chirp. A chubby matcha came out of Wuyukin's scarf, staring at the matcha living in Yang Yu's hat with wide eyes. Yang Yu, when did you catch a natural bird? Wuyukin was surprised. Nozawa's natural bird, hanging around with the little dream monster Antijipai these days, has almost turned into a small pet in captivity. Yang Yu said with a smile, but senior brother Qian, why does your matcha size seem to have changed? Fat. Moo moo, fed with milk, it's almost turning into a little fat ball. Wuyukin smiled and held the little juju in his hand. Most of the flying elves will grow thick feathers in winter to resist the wind and cold. This little chirp itself is a round ball, and now it has become more rounded. It's still very powerful when it jumps. It will probably be back to its original state in the spring. Wuyukin is not worried. Even Bai Diao looks a bit fatter in winter, but it does not affect Bai Diao's kingly demeanor at all. Congratulations to senior brother Qian for becoming a gym trainer at such a young age. Yang Yu cupped his hand. What the hell, junior brother Han is a talented person. I heard that junior brother Han has already made a sensation in Sakura country for only half a month. Wuyukin exchanged business blows for a while, but I have to say that junior brother Han himself, it will indeed cause trouble. It's only been a few days, and it seems like we can kidnap a gym-level slow king again. Nozawa felt that it was better for him to drive with peace of mind. The words of the two big guys behind him were beyond human comprehension. He felt like there were two devils sitting behind the car. Senior brother Qian, do you have anything to do when you come to Sakura country this time? Yang Yu talked about business. Wuyukin immediately replied, I'm here to help you. There were originally other gym-level trainers selected by the Elf Alliance, but it just happened that I defeated the grass-type gym leader. Plus I'm so young. The Elf Alliance just sent me here. Wuyukin is still as confident as ever. But he only said this in front of Yang Yu, it was a harmless joke. If it were in front of other trainers, he probably wouldn't say it like this. We in the Elf Alliance very much support the marriage between your Slow King and the Slow King Millie of Sakura Kingdom. Maybe this will be a marriage diplomacy that can be recorded in the history of the Alliance, Wuyukin said with a smile. Yang Yu rolled his eyes. He didn't have that high level of awareness. He just liked his own Dude and could have a partner he liked, and then Yang Yu could help Dude. That would be fine. It wasn't that profound. The Elf Park of Sakura country also has the unique national treasure of China, the naughty panda. Although the evolved national treasure is a bit rogue, it is still a national treasure after all. Yang Yu knew this. The naughty panda was not only cute when he was young, but also naughty. This has great appeal to people in many countries and regions. After all, he is China's national treasure level elf. A community of shared destiny for humans and elves, this has always been the goal and proposition of the China Elf Alliance. In today's elf world, who doesn't like cute elves? It's a pity that we don't have Koga ninja frogs there, Yang Yu sighed. Wuyukin said, Koga ninja frogs. There are still some, but the number is rare. What's more important is the environmental problem. The environment here in Sakura country is more suitable for the survival of Koga ninja frogs in their juvenile stage. Yang Yu nodded. This is where naughty panda is great. No matter where you go, as long as you have bamboo to eat, survival will not be a problem. The croaking frog will not work. In short, there are also reasons for acclimatization. Master Han Li, we've arrived at the hotel. Nozawa parked the car in front of the hotel and immediately came down to help Yang Yu and Wu Yuqian open the door. This treatment is okay. It seems like they are not just ordinary friends, Wu Yuqian said with a smile. That's necessary. Let's go, senior brother Qian, take a rest first. I'll ask Dada to cook some side dishes, and let's talk about it, Yang Yu invited. Dede Wang Mili has returned to Kagawa County. Dede was accompanied by Yang Yu, who personally escorted Mili to board the train back to Xiangchuan. Mili is still working on her own career, and the brief separation is for a better meeting in the future. Wang Mili has not yet made the most perfect set of clothes in her mind. She has to go back and think about it carefully. In her hometown, she has unexpected thoughts and craftsmanship, which is probably the feeling of home or territory. On her own territory, Dumb King Mili has various buffs added to her body. Although Dede was a little disappointed, he soon became happy again. It won't be long before he can see Mili again. At that time, Mili will come out of her frantic work state, so that Dede can make delicious food for Mili to eat. Now. Yeah. Dede put the 2 fried poached eggs on 2 small plates respectively. They were bulging and light yellow and fried just right. Although it was not difficult to fry the poached eggs, it was not easy to fry them well. Yang Yu and Wu Yuqian sat face to face. It's still the same as before, meeting for a cup of juju fruit juice. This is unusual treatment. Are you still staying in Tokyo? What are your plans? Wu Yuqian asked. Whether you can enter the secret realm of Mt. Fuji or not, you have to take a look. As a tourist, it's not impossible. Yang Yu also knew in his heart that this matter was not that easy, especially if he offended Tetsuya Koike. From Ishihara Miku's words, we learned that Koike Tetsuya's status in the Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance can still affect some decisions. For example, whether Yang Yu is allowed to enter the secret realm of Mount Fuji. But if you don't let me in, you won't let me in. Why don't you just treat it as a trip to Mt. Fuji? Yang Yu's mentality has always been very good. Just because you don't have a chance to enter now doesn't mean you won't have a chance to enter in the future. Maybe one day the Mount Fuji volcano will erupt, and Yang Yu can enter Mount Fuji as a rescuer of the International Elf Secret Realm. At that time, the Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance will not be able to stop it. After all, these are legitimate aids. Koike Tetsuya is too stingy. If you lose the game, you lose the game. It's not a regular elf battle. If it were a regular elf battle, the loss would probably be even worse. Yang Yu has already given Koike Tetsuya so much face. No pushing him to the ground and beating him violently was already a huge kindness. Not only did Koike Tetsuya not appreciate it, he even tried to stumble him. How abominable. Then go over there and relax. Junior brother Han here in Tokyo has too many things to worry about. Why don't you just relax? After all, it's not your own home. It won't matter what you do. Wu Yuqian suggested with a smile. Okay, then just listen to senior brother Qian. Let's not cause trouble here in Tokyo. After Yang Yugong finished the first half of the sentence, he felt something was wrong and immediately changed his words. That's not right, senior brother Qian, I don't seem to be causing much trouble. Bar. I have always maintained a peaceful style in Tokyo Spirit University. Those people in the student union were even reluctant to leave me after losing the game. Are you being too nice to them? Wu Yuqian's eyelids were twitching as he listened to Yang Yu's words. The battle arenas at Tokyo Spirit University were all destroyed. Although they were not directly reduced to ruins like the water gym, they still had to be built for a long time before they could be restored to their original state. Not to mention, there are also many international students from China at Tokyo Spirit University, and they have all spread the news back to China. The registration fee of 20,000 Sakura coins per person includes a snack, and there are 5-star recommendations, 3-star recommendations, and 1-star recommendations. There is currently no gym-level trainer in China who is as good at playing as junior brother Han. Anyway, when he was in China, when Wu Yuqian heard this operation, he spurted out a mouthful of moo milk. Junior brother Han is no longer a human being again. Now it seems that junior brother Han has not been a human being for a long time. Cheers, Wu Yuqian shook his head and sighed. Cheers. The next day, after preparing their luggage and checking out of the room, Yang Yu and Wu Yuqian got into Nozawa's car and prepared to go to Mount Fuji. It's almost 100 kilometers to drive from Tokyo to Mt. Fuji. If it's normal, you can take a flying elf and fly there in a straight line. It'll be faster and less than an hour will be enough. However, it's best to take a super elf with you during this period. Otherwise it will be difficult to guarantee safety. It is still winter, so it is better to give winter a face and take a commercial vehicle there. Anyway, it is a leisure trip, no need to rush. Along the way, Nozawa introduced some major events in the history of the Mount Fuji Elf Alliance to Yang Yu and Wu Yuqian. Although Mount Fuji is covered with ice and snow, it is still an active volcano. For a period of time after the volcanic eruption, there will be many two types of elves, Charizard and duck-billed Charizard, in the crater of Mount Fuji. In the entire elf world, there are even many Charizard valleys and duck-billed fire dragon valleys near the crater, but Mount Fuji is special, covered in ice and snow. At this time, on the road leading to Mount Fuji, through the glass in front, you can see the beautiful scenery of Mount Fuji from a distance. The Mount Fuji you see in textbooks or computer photos is more shocking than what you see with your own eyes. This is the beauty of the natural scenery of the elven world. Huaguo, Secret Realm Research Institute. Report. The satellite has detected that something is wrong near Mount Fuji, and there are signs of a secret realm, a staff member suddenly shouted in the silence where only the sound of the machine was left. Report, satellite shows changes in the clouds. This is the secret in the clouds, it is the city in the sky. Quick, 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 report to the Elf Alliance, the mysterious Sky City secret realm is very likely to appear near Sakura Country's Fushi Mountain. Not only the Chinese Elf Alliance, but when the city in the sky revealed a small part of its face, the Elf Alliances all over the world were in a fit of excitement. Polar Bear Country. After waiting for nearly half a year, it finally appeared again. After the central island of the world sank early, the Sky City descended on Mount Fuji in the Sakura Country. Shak Eris, please pass on the order. All elite trainers and above must assemble. I want to conduct a screening. Come on, Ivan ordered. As you command, my master. Damn it, what the hell is that thing on Mount Fuji? Someone built a man-made house into the sky, Yang Yu looked at it and was stunned. Castle in the Sky. Pokemon's Character Master. Author, AI Ren Huoqiang Xiao. Chapter 678. At the foot of Mount Fuji, there is a sea of people. The secret realm of the Sky City, which is extremely rare in the elven world, emerged directly from the clouds without any warning in front of everyone's attention. This is undoubtedly a wonderful scene in the elven world. Castle in the Sky. It's the city in the sky. The city in the sky has come to our Sakura country, Mount Fuji, God of Elves bless us. This is just a corner of the Sky City in the clouds, but it is a huge castle suspended in mid-air. Such a miracle, if you don't see it with your own eyes, how can you appreciate the magic of the elven world? I am Onojiro, the Vice President of the Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance. The Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance has dispatched an elite trainer guard team and a senior trainer security team to prepare to take over Mount Fuji. Visitors, please arrive at the designated safe location. We will send the best trainers in the Alliance to the Sky City to explore the secret realm. In the lively scene, Yang Yu and Wu Yuqian had already sneaked in. Of course, Nozawa, who was following them, would not be left behind. The Elf Alliance is going to take over Mount Fuji, and that's Vice President Onojiro Nozawa said. The city in the sky has disappeared for nearly half a year. Elf alliances all over the world are searching for traces of the city in the sky's final disappearance, hoping to analyze the location of its next appearance. Unfortunately, humans are still unable to grasp magical secrets like the city in the sky. The rules therein. No matter which country or region the Elf Alliance is in, they all hope that the Sky City will be above their heads, because this means that they can take the initiative in exploring the secret realm. The World Elf Alliance has a rule that if a secret realm comes to the high seas, then the Elf Alliances of all countries and regions can compete fairly and send the same number of trainers to explore. If a secret realm comes to a certain region of a certain country, with home field advantage, trainers from that region of the country can enter the secret realm 12 hours in advance, gaining a time advantage. At the same time, there will also be a corresponding advantage in terms of numbers. This is a regulation agreed upon by all countries and regions around the world. Wherever a secret realm comes, there will be an advantage. The Elf Alliances of various countries wish that secret realms would come to their territories every day, especially the Elf secret realm like Sky City, which has great significance in the history of the Elf Alliance. This is a great elf age for trainers all over the world. The last time the Sky City appeared, it was in 1997 in the Elven calendar, almost 24 years ago. Although I don't know the real reason for the birth of the Sky City, but it seems to be closely related to the god of Elf. There is such a thing in the Western elf world. Give him a name. God of creation. Wuyukin stared in the direction of Sky City intently while talking about some of the history of Sky City. Creation, God, Yang Yu was shocked. That alpaca? Because the city in the sky breeds some mysterious elves that may not yet exist in the elf world. The last time it appeared, many trainers captured the fire-spotted cat. Such fire elves have never appeared in the Elf Alliance. But there is such a population in the Sky City. Yang Yu quickly said, that is to say, in the secret realm of Sky City, there will be some elves that are unknown to the Elf Alliance, and these unknown elves are considered in the Western elf world to be related to the creator god. That's what they think. But, Yang Yu, don't you think that the castle appearing in the sky is an incredible thing? It's like the central island of the world. It will appear at a fixed time every year. At the same time, it will sink again after a fixed period of time. Wuyukin gestured and showed a smile that only Yang Yu could understand. After all, there are so many people here, so there are some things you can just click on. Yang Yu is now more interested in the secret realm of Sky City. Since senior brother Qian said this, it seems to be very credible. There are indeed some things that need to be understood in the history of the Elf Alliance. Yang Yu plans to check some reference documents of major events in history after returning. Since it is about the secret realm of Sky City, about unknown elves, it is naturally impossible for some weak trainers to enter, because even if they find some unknown elves, or even get them, they will be targeted by trainers from other countries and regions. In this way, various elves battles are inevitable. Yang Yu secretly guessed in his heart, could this be considered the elves that appeared from generation to generation in his memory? Kanto, Hon, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, Alola and even the Galar region. The Elf Alliance's exploration of the elven world has been ongoing, but there are still many unknown and mysterious elves that have not yet appeared in the eyes of trainers. I don't know what kind of moves these elves master, what kind of moves they can learn, or even what type of egg group they belong to. The secret realm of Sky City is of great significance to the entire elven world, because of the types of elves that may not yet be discovered. It seems that this time, Sakura country has better luck. Master Han Li, what should we do next? Nozawa asked cautiously. Nozawa could only watch the arrival of such a world-class secret realm from a distance. If it was in the past, maybe he could participate, but now, he is just an ordinary person. Ordinary trainers are destined to have nothing to do with this opportunity. No matter what, let's go up the mountain first and take advantage of the moment to see if we can grab a favorable terrain. Yang Yu smiled. What if we are discovered? After all, we are not the trainers of the Sakura Kingdom. Regarding the world-class secret realm, the Sakura nation will definitely use its greatest strength. During the safe exploration period of their secret realm, they will increase their efforts to ensure that they are rich. There are no trainers from other countries and regions in the Shishin area. Wu Yuqian had some doubts. This is a good opportunity to sneak into the secret realm of Mount Fuji. Nozawa, you can't tell Lily Sakura this. I'll take you with me, Yang Yu said in a low voice. Wu Yuqian. Nozawa? What the hell is this logic? Nozawa Naburo felt like he was about to faint. Didn't he agree to come to Mount Fuji to play? Why, how could he cause big trouble again while just having fun? Sneaking into the secret realm of Mount Fuji. How can this be messed up? Senior brother Chien, we need to be more arrogant when we go up the mountain. By the way, put the gym trainer's badge on your chest. Nozawa, I now name you, the officer of the security office of the Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance. We are now go up the mountain to carry out the takeover mission. Yang Yu took out his gym level trainer badge from his skull bag, and also took out the water drop badge. But when I thought about it more carefully, I decided not to take out my gym level trainer badge. Senior brother Chien's appearance was much more mature than mine, and he looked more like a gym level trainer. It's not a good thing to show off too much. Especially now. Dishes are prone to spoilage. Drama, like life, all depends on acting skills. It doesn't matter if you don't know Wu Yuqian. Don't you still know the gym level trainer badge? This is a status symbol. Although the gym level trainer badges in each country are slightly different, ordinary people don't look carefully. Do they still want a gym level trainer to take off the badge in person to verify it? Who dares to try? Little Dream Demon, help me change my hairstyle so that it looks like a senior minister of the Elf Alliance of Sakura Country. It's long, it hurts, I'm not asking you to pull out my hair. Yang Yu just spoke, and suddenly the corner of his mouth, as soon as he twitched, he quickly hugged his head with both hands and looked painfully at the small bunch of hair in the Little Dream Demon's hand, tears falling from his eyes. The Little Dream Demon scratched his big head and looked at the small piece of hair in his hand with doubt on his face. Wasn't it the master's request? Look at that minister, he's bald. Wu Yuqian wanted to laugh out loud, but it was not the right time. In the past few days of following Yang Yu, Nozawa Naburo has been able to control the muscles at the corners of his mouth. As long as he bites his lip, he won't laugh. Although he didn't know what Yang Yu was going to do, Wu Yuqian still took out the gym level trainer badge and pinned it on his chest. Senior brother Chien, do you still have the elite trainer's badge? I don't seem to have picked it up here. I only have the senior trainer's badge. Yang Yu spread his hands. If I had known that the elite trainer badge would be useful in this situation, I should have gone and gotten it. Yes, junior brother Han, what do you want this for? Although Wu Yuqian was a little doubtful at first, he understood when he saw Yang Yu's young face. There are no such young gym-level trainers in Sakura Country. However, there are still elite trainers. In this way, instead of recognizing Yang Yu, those people will respect Yang Yu even more. Such a young elite trainer. You will definitely become a gym-level trainer in the future, right? All ready to go. Wu Yuqian walked at the front, very impressive. At home, I don't seem to think that the gym-level trainer badge is anything to show off, but now, I am still in Sakura Country. The trainers nodded and bowed one by one. Wu Yuqian only had to nod his head with a hum without saying a word. Behind him was Nozawa Naburo's pretentious order. It was so comfortable. This is happiness that even money can't buy. If the overall situation was not the priority, Wu Yuqian would laugh like a pig right now. More importantly, Junior brother Han is now Wu Yuqian's little brother. After all, Yang Yu's identity is just an elite trainer. Don't be too excited. At this time, there were fewer and fewer tourists on Mount Fuji. They were mostly covered by trees. As long as there was no superpower exploration, almost no one could see Yang Yu, Wu Yuqian, and Nozawa. Datu, come out. Yeah. Use secret power to temporarily build a secret base here in Mount Fuji. Yeah. This is the move learning machine awarded to the winner of the gorgeous competition. I didn't expect it to be used at this time. Use secret power to build a secret base in this mountain range. As long as there are no particularly unfortunate landslides, avalanches, earthquakes, mudslides, etc., there will be no problem with safety. Sakura Country is now focusing its attention and protection on the castle in the sky. Does that mean that there will be no particularly powerful trainers in the secret area of MT Fuji? Can we just sneak in? Even the Sakura Kingdom is now gathering all the protective forces across the country, to protect us from the outside and into the secret realm of the Mount Fuji elf. It seems that entering the secret realm of Mount Fuji isn't that difficult. Wu Yuqian. Nozawa. What you said makes sense, but I'm so speechless. Asking for votes. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Pokemon's Character Master. Author, AI Ren Huoqiang Xiao. Chapter 679. At this time, the area around Mount Fuji has been cleared out in an orderly manner under the arrangement of the Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance, and most of the tourists have been sent to safe locations. Even though some people are a little dissatisfied, in front of the world-class elven secret realm, this dissatisfaction has no effect at all. Maintaining the security of the Mount Fuji area is the biggest task of the Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance. Because, it won't take long for trainers from all over the world to come here, and there will even be many powerful gym-level trainers. Although the World Elf Alliance usually stipulates the number of people who can enter the secret realm, in the face of a secret realm like Sky City that is extremely attractive to trainers, no matter which country or region it is eager to cram in as many trainers as it can. The secret realm needs to recuperate, but in the face of the huge benefits in front of them, how many trainers will get carried away? This is beyond human control. Master Akatake Kimura, Master Yuri Sakura, Master Fuji Sato, Master Yoshioka Makoto, and Professor Tetsuya Koike of Tokyo Spirit University, please 4 adults come with me. Professor Koike has something to give you. The 4 young gym-level trainers from the Sakura Kingdom who came out of the secret realm of Mount Fuji nodded slightly and then invariably focused their gazes on the castle among the clouds in the sky. I didn't expect that I would be able to see the mysterious Sky City in Mount Fuji one day. Lily Sakura put her hands together slightly, her face with exquisite makeup on, and she was extremely moved. God bless my Sakura fairy world. It's great. I never expected to see this mysterious Sky City secret realm in my hometown. Yes. The 4 trainers left the secret realm of Mount Fuji and headed to where Teacher Koike was. Although these 4 young gym-level trainers have graduated from Tokyo Spirit University, they still have positions in the school, which is also an honor. Koike Tetsuya's face was very serious. Although he was very unhappy because of the trainer Yang Yu from China a few days ago, he did not expect that the secret realm of the Sky City would come to Mount Fuji, which made his mood rise from the bottom to the top again. The highest point. Professor Koike. Sit down first, I have something to say. The 4 trainers sat in front of Tetsuya Koike one after another. They were Professor Koike's favorite students. Even Lily Sakura was very respectful to Professor Tetsuya Koike. These days, after entering the secret realm of Mount Fuji, there is much less news about the outside world, and electronic devices are completely turned off, so the 4 of them do not know what is happening in the outside world. This time when you enter the secret realm of Sky City, you must seize some beneficial elf resources in advance. Our secret realm is only safe for 12 hours. Don't pay attention to some weak elves. Pay attention to whether there are powerful elves in the secret realm. At the same time, pay attention to safety after entering, Koike Tetsuya said. Yes, teacher, the 4 young trainers were very excited. This time, they have the opportunity to enter the secret realm 12 hours in advance. This is definitely the luckiest thing that has happened to Sakura country in the past years. Also, after the trainers from other countries and regions enter the secret realm, you should pay attention to one person, the Chinese trainer Yang Yu. During your special training in the secret realm of Mount Fuji, he showed his last mysterious elf. Come out. Teacher, what kind of elf is it? Lily Sakura couldn't help but ask. Regarding Yang Yu's elf lineup, trainers at their level will be extremely concerned. If there is an elf battle in the future, they can also analyze it in advance. Minas. What? The 4 young gym-level trainers, the future leaders of Tokyo Spirit University, all gasped at this moment. With a huge Gyarados. Now the JoJo fish has been bred into Minas. Is he still a human being? How can this be? Lily Sakura immediately thought of Nozawa, who was arranged next to Yang Yu, and immediately took out her paging headset. The headset was full of messages from Nozawa, but now Lily Sakura's pupils shrank. Maybe it's because of communication interference. Unable to contact. I didn't expect that the secret power technique is so useful. I'll do it when I get back. Wuyukin patted the wall in the mountain. With the flashing technique, it was easy to light a lamp. Nozawa Noburo's expression was a little uncertain. Perhaps such a thing was too big for him, and it felt like he had done something bad. Nozawa, don't be so nervous. We are in Mount Fuji now. The eyes of those outside are all focused on the Sky City. No one will notice us. It's just, Master Han Li, Nozawa was about to speak when Yang Yu patted his shoulder. Since you have captured 4 Carp Kings, it means that your dream of being a trainer has not completely dissipated. If you still have a dream, why not seize it now? Yang Yu smiled faintly. Some things are still in your control. In the hands. Wuyukin was surprised, and soon he guessed some of the reasons. After all, things like Nozawa happened all the time. But how could you catch 4 Magi Carp at once? Just treat it as a fun adventure. Yang Yu smiled and did not put pressure on Nozawa. Poppy. Tajipai seems to like this kind of adventure. It's a little exciting and cool. The little dream monster is naturally not afraid. Speaking of which, the darker the place, the safer it feels. As for the mini dragon, wherever he can have enough to eat, that's home. Just take care of the food. Nozawa felt that his big heart was still not fully developed. What is a fun adventure? This is a private entry into the secret realm of Mount Fuji without the permission of the Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance. This. What kind of fun adventure is this? This is obviously fatal. However, Nozawa thought of himself now. Maybe, risk your life to fight for your future, why not? In Nozawa's heart, heaven and man are at war. Yang Yu, will this delay the trip to the Sky City secret realm? After all, in 12 hours, the Sky City secret realm will be open to trainers from all over the world, Wuyukin said. Let's take a walk in the secret realm of Mount Fuji. Naturally, we should also go to the Sky City. Only children make choices. Of course we want them all. Brother Chien, aren't you curious about what good things are there in the secret realm of Mount Fuji? Yang Yu smiled. Following you, I feel a lot more courageous. I never thought I could beat the gym leader before. No, I've learned badly and become bloated. Wuyukin sighed, but there was a smile between his eyebrows. Abundant. Perhaps it was the incident on the central island of the world that made Wuyukin change some of his original views, or in other words, become more courageous. Wuyukin and Yang Yu even broke into the unknown secret realm of the central island of the world. If they want to enter the existing secret realm of Mount Fuji, can the Sakura country stop them? Not to mention that the world's attention is now focused on the Sky City, so the situation Yang Yu mentioned is very feasible. It doesn't really matter if it was discovered. Just think that when you went to the Sky City secret realm from the sky, you accidentally fell into the Fuji Mountain secret realm. Who told the Sky City secret realm to be on the entire Fuji Mountain? This little accident, and the importance of the secret realm of Sky City, of course the latter is more important. There should be gophers in the mountains, or small fist stones, rumble rocks, come out and ask for help. It is not impossible to dig a road directly from the mountain to enter the secret realm of Mount Fuji, but if you can't dig it yourself, you need the help of the elf gopher or 3 gophers in the mountain, which will be safer. How could Reggie Long Rockin have imagined that he would have to deal with gophers when he came out? Isn't this an anti-aircraft cannon to kill mosquitoes? It's overkill and underutilized. Wouldn't it be nice to just blast the electromagnetic cannon through the entire Mount Fuji, and actually let the noble rock god Pillar Regirock have an exchange with the gopher? However, Yang Yu still underestimated the power of Reggie Locke's intellectual core. In other words, the name of the rock god Pillar was underestimated. Reggie Long Rockin wanted to give Yang Yu 2 middle fingers, but he thought that he was a god, and gods couldn't be so rude, and they couldn't just do things so casually, so he decided to scold this dishonor more often than Yang when playing games in the future. Royal. Reggie Locke Longian motioned to Dede to block the sound to prevent Nozawa from hearing these words. After all, it is better not to expose your identity as much as possible. We've arrived, Reggie Locke said calmly. Where are you? Yang Yu was stunned. Are you stupid? Where else can you go? Of course it's in the secret realm. Reggie Locke was thinking about whether to punch his master. This punch might make him unable to get out of bed for several days. Yang Yu. Wuyukin? Is this it? Please, after all, I am also the well-known rock god Pillar Regirock. Among the mountains, these are all rocky mountains. Do you look down on me, Long Rock? Damn it! Yang Yu seemed to have habitually ignored this factor. In Yang Yu's eyes, isn't Reggie Locke just a rumble rock who eats rocks when he's hungry, plays games when he's awake, and plugs in a wire to charge some electricity when he's out of energy? Why? Suddenly so awesome. This is like Tamu, the river king who drives people in Summoner's Rift, except that rock god Pillar Regirock is even more awesome. He just led Yang Yu and the others to the high ground to steal crystals? The defense forces surrounding the secret realm of Mt. Fuji. In vain. Really, Yang Yu had never been so shocked. Through sensing on the rocky ground, there are 4 ninja trainers in the secret realm. 2 of them are hiding in the trees, and 2 are hiding next to the big rocks. The ones on the trees are wearing green-brown camouflage, and the ones on the edge of the rocks are wearing brown clothes. Wuyukin. How can you still open it like this? Wuyukin is about to call the police, okay. Asking for votes. Pokemon's Character Master. Author, Ai Ren Huoqiang Xiao. Chapter 680. Yang Yu and Wuyukin walk swaggeringly in the secret realm of Mount Fuji. Nozawa's mind is now filled with questions about Kodakya. Where is this and why does it look so familiar? Wait until Nozawa reacts. Etc. Damn it, is this inside the secret realm of Mount Fuji? Damn it, how did we get in? Nozawa Naburo, who was already confused, was even more confused this time. Didn't Master Han Li use his secret power to open a secret base, and then go to the secret realm of Mount Fuji? I'm afraid this isn't the case of apparition. The miraculous operation made Lord Han Li, who was already deified in Nozawa's heart, further solidify this idea. I am just a mortal, how can a mortal understand the operations of an immortal? It must be like this, it must be like this. Looking at the two figures walking away in front of him, Nozawa Naburo quickened his pace. At this time, there are no ninja trainers in the secret realm. Those people have left the secret realm of the elves. These ninja trainers are very strong. They will probably be sent by the Sakura Kingdom to the secret realm of the Sky City. There will be a 12-hour save period. The Sakura Kingdom will definitely spare no effort to send powerful trainers. Be the first to log into the secret realm of Sky City. However, no one would have thought that there would be 3 people walking swaggering in the secret realm at this time, as if they were the masters of the secret realm of Mount Fuji. Such an empty elven secret realm, feels like my own back garden. Wuyukin couldn't help but admire the miraculous ability of the rock god pillar. He could manipulate the rocks at will to change his position in the mountain. Reggie Locke deserves the name of the rock god pillar. I guess it's just the 3 of us now. Seeing the city in the sky from this angle is really magical. Yang Yu stopped, raised his head, and looked at the castle in the huge clouds in the sky, which was so dreamy. It's like a dream castle that appears from a fairy tale, with beautiful infinite fantasies. It's just that the secret realm of Sky City has not appeared for a long time. It is unclear what kind of situation there is in the secret realm. Although it is recorded in the history of the Alliance that there is no danger, but more than 20 years have passed, will there be anyone with special strength in the secret realm? Powerful elves, nothing can be said. Where is the ninja frog? Where is the ninja frog? The ninja frog is in the pond on Mt. Fuji. Wuyukin. For some reason, Wuyukin felt a very bad feeling when he heard junior brother Han speak. This secret realm, suddenly lost its beauty. Ninja Koga should hurry up and follow junior brother Han, come out and send it off himself, and tell junior brother Han to shut up as soon as possible. Wuyukin had never expected others to catch his favorite elf, so Yang Yu made Wuyukin an exception. Ahaha. The little dream demon patted Yang Yu's hat excitedly, unaware that the 2 matcha giants beside him seemed to be staring with eyes wide open, as if they were about to vomit something. Nozawa Naburo took a deep breath and quickly covered his ears. Lord Han Li deserves to be from a fairy section. Even when he sings, he can bring out a fairy spirit that makes people feel ecstatic. Not to mention that his soul is out of the body, and even his soul is gone. Excuse me. Excuse me. Fortunately, Yang Yu only sang one section, and he couldn't make up the rest of the lyrics for a while. He only remembered dilly 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 lee. His talent for editing was slightly weaker. It's a pity, otherwise in elf being an entertainment singer in the world, is also a good choice. Nozawa, am I good at singing? I made it up myself, Yang Yu asked in a good mood. Nozawa. Master Han Li. Are you planning to enter the music scene? If you enter the music scene, singers from all over the world should not be able to compete with Master Han Li. Nozawa wiped his sweat, sorted out his words, and felt that it was okay. Question. Wuyukin rolled his eyes after hearing this. Of course, there are no opponents. Those singers may be exhausted before they even start singing. Of course, they will not be Yang Yu's opponents. The elves in winter are indeed missing a bit. After walking for a while, Yang Yu, Wuyukin, and Nozawa saw almost no trace of elves. The insect elves who usually were in the woods also entered a state of hibernation at this time. As for the flying elves, there aren't many shadows. Except for a few lively eaglets, they fluttered their wings a few times despite the cold, but they were quickly taken back to the nest by their parents. There is nothing that can be done about this. The little dream demon flew back from the woods. She always has the magic wand ready. If she encounters danger, she can transform into the Dark Lord and create an illusion to escape. Only. There is no danger in the woods. Even the ghost elves have no shadow. These days are not suitable for catching elves in the secret realm of Mount Fuji. Little Dream Demon, is there any movement? Yang Yu asked. The little dream demon shook his head in disappointment, finding nothing, and continued to return to Yang Yu's hat. There are two furry matcha giants here that can be squeezed together to keep warm. It feels very good. Nozawa, do you have any good suggestions? Yang Yu thought for a while, and probably just went to the snow-capped mountains to have a look. Reggie Locke's ability to sense mountains is not that useful in areas covered with ice and snow. Due to the restraint of ice power, there is no other way. Master Han Li, do you have a smaller water elf? Nozawa hesitated. The smaller one, dumb, Yang Yu blinked. Ah, he looked at Nozawa blankly. Dede is Yang Yu's youngest water elf. Nozawa looked at the dull eyes and took a deep breath. Well, it seems that Lord Han Li. There is indeed no smaller water elf. At least at this time, Yang Yu will not summon the Salted Fish King or Little Tyrannosaurus. With this summons, the entire Fuji mountain can hear the roar of the Gyarados, and there will even be countless echoes. I am afraid it will not be directly exposed Yang Yu and his group. More importantly, with the snow on Mount Fuji, once the roar of Salty Fish King or Little Bayo Bayo shakes the earth, let alone waiting for the people from the Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance to come, this avalanche is enough to knock Yang Yu away. It's quite annoying. Although Yang Yu stayed protective, he didn't do anything like that. At this time, it is necessary to develop slowly and seize this hard-won opportunity without knowing it. How about, let me give my Magikarp a try, Nozawa gestured, but he always felt that something was not quite right. When he thought of the four Magikarp kings jumping around in the VIP room of the gorgeous Sakura Dojo, Nozawa felt that his brain was not in a good place. Magikarp, is he so reliable? Just when Nozawa Naburo was doubting whether the question of summoning the Carp King was reliable, Yang Yu and Wuyukin were both stunned at the same time. Magikarp. Wait, Magikarp. Etc., etc. Why did Yang Yu forget this? In the Meteor Forest, the Carp King army marching in four directions from the Meteor Lake to the southeast, northwest, is it possible to follow the river basin and come to the river or valley of Mount Fuji? This question, is worth thinking about. Yang Yu's expression became extremely excited. Nozawa, your idea is great, Yang Yu patted Nozawa Naburo's shoulder gratefully. He didn't expect Nozawa to be able to give such a crucial suggestion. Nozawa. What? Nozawa looked at Master Han Li in confusion. He has something he doesn't know whether to say or not. What do you mean? It's a good suggestion. He was now wondering if the suggestion he just made was particularly stupid and unreliable. After all, how could Magikarp be able to help? Is it possible to still find the Koga ninja? How is this possible? Nozawa felt a little regretful now. Such a stupid idea was so bad. Why did Lord Han Li still agree to it? This must be irony. Big shots always speak like this. Could it be that, it was because his performance disappointed Lord Han Li that he made Lord Han Li say this? Lord Han Li, please don't listen to my idea. I just said it casually, Carp King. Nozawa finally started to panic. He now wants to slap himself in the face. Master Han Li has such a good attitude towards him and regards him as a person and a friend, but Nozawa actually came up with such a stupid and bad idea, damn it. No, no, no. Nozawa, you've done me a big favor. Dede, now it's up to you, can you gather some Carp Kings? Yang Yu didn't know why Nozawa was so excited. He's such a genius. It's my idea, but I still can't decide. It's not okay to be so humble. How can I be more humble than Yang Yu in front of Yang Yu? Nozawa watched the dumbfounded movements with trepidation. Although it is already winter, the surface of the pond water still does not freeze. He turned around blankly and threw the tip of his tail into the pool. At the same time, a slight wave of water rippled, spreading to both the upstream and downstream sides of the pool. In winter, there is little edible food in the pond, especially for magi carp. With a dull tail, there is no doubt that the message that is being sent out through the water waves at this time is enough to attract many water elves in the pool. No matter where there is water, you can almost see magi carp. This sentence is not said casually. After the message is conveyed. Not long after, I saw several beating red figures appearing in the upper and lower reaches of the pool. It's magi carp. Not only king carp, there are also some horned goldfish and iron gunfish, but that doesn't matter. The important thing is, Yang Yu wants to find those carp kings who can salute among the gathered carp kings, even if he only needs one, just one. Nozawa looked at the gathered water elves with dull eyes, and at this moment, he took out some small snacks that could be fed from his hat. Cluck K. Gujigji. A smile appeared on Yang Yu's face. After checking his eyes, he saw that he had met the right magi carp. Omega asterisk. Done. Asking for votes. Pokemon's Character Master. Author, AI Ren Huo Chiang Xiao. Chapter 681. Hey, let me go, can you find one here? It's amazing. Wu Yuqian saw this familiar beard salute gesture, and his mind instantly recalled the Magi Carp army in the meteor forest on the Pacific Ocean. This made Wu Yuqian think that all the Magi Carp kings in the world seemed to come from the meteor forest. This illusion. Never expected that. I can actually see a saluting Magi Carp in the secret realm of Mount Fuji. Omega asterisk. When Nozawa Naburo saw that Lord Hanli had caught a Carp King that was completely different from the ordinary Carp King, he was so impressed that he fell to the ground in admiration. Could it be that this is the difference between gods and mortals? Looking at the saluting Carp King, Nozawa Naburo sighed and suddenly froze here. Sigma. Shit, 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 shit. A Magi Carp who can salute. Good luck. Did Magi Carp become a spirit? Wu Yuqian felt happy when he saw Yang Yu's Sakura Kingdom follower holding his head in surprise. If you hadn't encountered such a thing in the meteor forest, you would feel like you were seeing a ghost when you saw it for the first time, right? This is Magi Carp. When Wu Yuqian thought that even the top secret realm of Mount Fuji in Sakura country could not avoid being invaded by the Carp King in the meteor lake, if he looked at the world, how many secret realms in the world would have a Carp King who could salute like this? Coupled with the mysterious operation of Yang Yuyan's divine pillar, wouldn't it be possible to enter any secret realm at will in the future? What's more important is that it won't be detected by the super sense guarding the boundary of the secret realm. If you want to use teleportation to break into a top secret realm, you are undoubtedly seeking death. But through the spread of the river, who will notice an ordinary Carp King? Now Magi Carp is awesome. Have you ever seen this kind of elf? To be on the safe side, Yang Yu did not use his mobile phone to look up the picture information of the croaking frog. After handing the Carp King to Dede, he picked up the stone and drew on the ground. However, Yang Yu was halfway through the drawing and felt something was wrong, especially himself. Is the painting a croaking frog? Master Hanli, how about, let me draw it, Nozawa volunteered this time. I can draw simple figures of croaking frogs, and Koga ninja frogs. In Sakura country, every trainer will want to tame the Koga ninja frog, the national treasure of Sakura country. Naturally, Nozawa is no exception. Sometimes, he will draw simple drawings of croaking frogs, and Koga ninja frogs. To express one's strong desire to get them. Nozawa, it's okay, Yang Yu's eyes lit up. The croaking frog he drew was just stupid, but Nozawa was good at painting and had good painting skills. Cluck K. Cluck K. At this moment, Carp King in Dudu's arms became excited. Just looking for an elf who knows how to croak. What a joke. Guaranteed to complete the task. Omega asterisk. King Magi Carp, I leave it to you. Yang Yu patted the side of this Carp King, and he couldn't be too excited. Just ask who else, who else? Dede put King Carp back into the water. King Carp excitedly twisted his tail and swam towards the inside of the waters of Mount Fuji. Looking at the direction in which the red figure moved, Yang Yu smiled and said, "Let's follow along and take a look. Clean up the paintings here so that no one can see them." "That'll be fine." Nozawa Noburo has never encountered such a mysterious thing. If it were anyone else, he would definitely not believe it, and even think that others are bragging. But everything happening before my eyes. No wonder Nozawa Noburo didn't believe it. So, Master Han Li is really terrible. You, junior brother Han, are the only one in the world who can do this. Wu Yuqian clicked his tongue in amazement. Any trainer would ignore the existence of an elf like Magi Carp. There are too many of them, and at the same time, they are useless. But the more such an elf is, the more incredible it will be once it plays a huge role. I'm pretty lucky. I didn't expect there to be one in the secret realm of Mount Fuji. Yang Yu sighed, then turned back and glanced at Nozawa. Today's Nozawa is simply impressive. Not bad, good, something. Nozawa Noburo has not come back to his senses yet. All he can think about is the Carp King who can salute. Why does Carp King salute? Could this be the mysterious power from the east? Nozawa naturally had no way of knowing that these Carp Kings had received military training with the characteristics of salted fish kings. Whether it was in terms of formation or willpower, they were incomparable to ordinary Carp Kings. Because these Carp Kings know that they have an incredible king. This is the power of belief. Even in the secret realm of Mount Fuji, such beliefs will not feel lonely even if they are alone. If one day he really wants to return to Meteor Lake, then this motivation can drive King Magi Carp to swim back thousands of miles away, and even evolve. Look, what's that floating on the lake? Nozawa's eyelids twitched, pointing at the incredible blue figure, and his voice suddenly became trembling. Good guy. Yang Yu and Wu Yuqian both opened their eyes wide at the same time. Done. This Carp King can actually give away the croaking frog. Have all the Magi Carps these days mastered this kind of free delivery service? Pick up your order directly at your door, and your mission will be fulfilled. Naturally, Yang Yu and the others did not know the habits of the croaking frogs in Mount Fuji. These little elves would usually stand on fish elves such as Carp King, Angora, and Iron Cannon fish, treating these elves as free transportation. After all, this is much better than just standing on the lotus leaf and quacking. This croaking frog never expected that, this time, he would actually board a pirate ship. It is not easy for trainers from Sakura country to find croaking frogs in the secret realm of Mount Fuji. Although there is a general range, these little elves are naturally alert and extremely naughty. The harder they are to catch, the harder they are to catch them. The more it shows, the higher the wisdom of these elves. However, no matter how smart the croaking frog is, he would never have thought that the Magi Carp he was sitting on was actually sent by the trainer. The lake is very cold. For a young elf like Guaguapeo Frog, this is not a place where he can stay for a long time. When the figure of the Carp King carrying the croaking frog got closer and closer, Yang Yu and Wu Yuqian were extremely excited. Such an operation was simply unheard of. Even Yang Yu encountered it for the first time. Magi Carp, how the hell can this be done? Magi Carp is awesome. Nozawa feels like he can't speak now. Okay. When he was the deputy director of Tokyo Spirit University, he was lucky enough to visit the secret realm of Mount Fuji spirits once. How much effort did they put into catching the croaking frogs and even the Koga ninja frogs? It's not like no one has succeeded. Yuri Sakura-sama relied on the strength of her family to finally catch a croaking frog, which later evolved into a Koga ninja frog. Now, just one Magi Carp and it's all done. How can one Magikarp do something that even dozens of elite trainers can't do together? At this moment, Nozawa felt really sad. One Magikarp, only one Magikarp is needed. Oh, you still want to escape? Yang Yu was very happy. This croaking frog had already reached this point. He couldn't catch him without restraint. If he wanted to escape, where could he escape to? Stay. Yeah. Let Dede use his superpower to catch a croaking frog that only has the water element. It's simply overkill, but since you're here, don't leave. Tied up. At the same time, seal the mouth of the croaking frog with a lollipop. Let's capture it directly without using the pokeball. What if there are other croaking frogs behind? When the time comes, catch a nest and carefully select one, it's perfect. King Magikarp, come on. A few more. Omega asterisk. King Carp, we don't produce croaking frogs, we are just the transporters of croaking frogs. The Magikarp agents continue to sneak into the territory of the croaking frog. Senior brother Chien, do you want one too? Yang Yu smiled. Looking at the tied-up croaking frog with an unconvinced expression, Yang Yu grinned. Now is not the time to show off his power. When the time comes, a few more croaking frogs will come. Yang Yu just punch one. The little dream monster felt as if he had discovered a new toy. The electric light dancing at the fingertips. Just asking if you are afraid. Where has Guaguapeo Frog ever seen such a terrifying scene? His eyelids rolled up and he fainted from fright. The little dream demon went up and rolled the eyelids of the frog. This guy actually fainted. It was boring and uncomfortable. Don't scare me, we might even be new friends by then. Yang Yu rubbed the little dream demon's head, which felt sore. It's coming. It's coming. Wu Yukin didn't think much about the Koga ninja frog at first. He was more of a Buddhist type, but now, he seems to be catching croaking frogs in the magical secret realm of Mount Fuji in the Cherry Blossom Kingdom. Just move your fingers. This is effortless, how about one? Nozawa watched as the Carp King brought out another croaking frog, and then Master Han Li did the same thing, tied him up, and stuffed his mouth with candy, so that he couldn't croak even if he wanted to. Numb. His expression was completely numb. This must be the mysterious power from the ancient East. Hey, this croaking frog is bloody, and it actually rides on the face of a flying dragon. This is the third croaking frog, but it is different from the previous two croaking frogs. This one jumps directly towards Yang Yu and attacks. Look at my dragon claw move. It's not hard to catch a mini dragon, but why are you afraid that you can't catch a croaking frog? Done. Call it a day. This croaking frog is quite unconvinced. I will have time to train him slowly in 1v1 in the future. Pokeball, collect it. Do, done. The remaining two, divide the spoils. Asking for votes. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Pokemon's Character Master. Author, Ai Ren Huo Xiao. Chapter 682. Hey. In the secret base of Mount Fuji, two grown men, Yang Yu and Wu Yukin, were giggling. On the side, Nozawa Naburo was looking at the elf ball in his hand and was extremely silent. If it weren't for the sound insulation barrier that was set up, I'm afraid the snow witch on Mount Fuji wouldn't be able to bear such a lewd laughter. A ruthless avalanche would cause 3 more ghosts to appear on Mount Fuji. So simple? Wu Yukin asked again. Yes, it's that simple. Yang Yu held the red ordinary elf ball in his hand. The friend balls or luxury balls he had prepared originally were not as useful as this ordinary elf ball. Wu Yukin asked Xiaojuju to choose the remaining 2 croaking frogs. The role of natural birds is sometimes so useful, and their deep intuition can determine many things. For example, Wu Yukin chose this croaking frog. It was the one that was scared unconscious by the little dream monster before, and Wu Yukin picked it first, so the remaining croaking frog could only be given to Nozawa. We can't let Magikarp be sent back, right? The Carp King worked so hard to send it to me. It doesn't matter if he doesn't give it a 5-star review, but he actually bothers him to send it back. What should I do if I get a bad service review from the door-to-door pickup company? Everything has been delivered, so of course I just accept it. However, Nozawa's hand holding the Pokeball kept trembling, and at the same time, the person remained silent. Nozawa knew very well what croaking frogs meant. Once he accepts this croaking frog, how will he explain the origin of his elf in the future? Lord Hanli, why are you helping me? Nozawa Naburo thought a lot, but he still couldn't find a reason why Lord Hanli should help him. Nozawa is just a small person. Yang Yu smiled, there are so many reasons in this world. The reason why I help you is just because you are worthy of help. Thank you for not telling Lily Ying what happened these days. And I also said before that you are a friend in Sakura country that I can talk to. Yang Yu patted Nozawa on the shoulder, it's that simple. If Nozawa no longer has the spirit of being a trainer, that is, if he no longer has the dream of continuing to strive for the road of being a trainer, perhaps Yang Yu will not take Nozawa to play. Chirp. Nozawa's little natural bird was sincerely happy for its owner in Tajipai's arms. The little natural bird's dog-licking plan was completely the most correct choice. Tweet. Unexpected harvest, Yang Yu, is your croaking frog male or female? Wu Yukin began to care about this matter. How do I know? How do I tell the difference between a male and a female? Yang Yu rolled his eyes. Some elves have obvious gender differences. Take Magikarp as an example. The male's beard is yellow and the female's beard is white. They can be identified at a glance. The gender differences in croaking frogs are difficult to distinguish with the naked eye. Well, Master Hanli, I do know how to distinguish. Nozawa once again attracted the attention of Yang Yu and Wu Yukin. The male croaking frog has very small suckers on the palms of his hands, similar to white gloves. It will be obvious after evolution. The female croaking frog will have fewer suckers, only on the fingertips. Without saying a word, Yang Yu summoned the croaking frog out. As soon as this unconvinced elf appeared, he ran straight to Yang Yu's face and jumped up again. Ruthless iron hand. Okay, this is just a male. Yang Yu easily handled the little thing and reached out to shake hands with the croaking frog. Quack 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 quack. The protest is invalid. No matter how hard the croaking frog struggled, how could he escape Yang Yu's grasp? This was all achieved by catching the salted fish king and the mini dragon. Now catching a croaking frog is not that easy. Take back the Pokeball and let's have a good discussion later. The smooth operation made Nozawa's scalp numb again. Although the croaking frog in its juvenile stage was not very powerful, Master Hanli's manipulation still stunned Nozawa hide. Wu Yukin has long been used to strange things. Junior brother Han himself has been exercising every day since he was on the central island of the world. His physical fitness is better than that of ordinary trainers. However, the performance of Guagua Pao Frog in a one-on-one challenge. Wu Yukin also wanted to try it. However, when his croaking frog came out, it was not as aggressive as Yang Yu's one, but it looked much calmer. Maybe it's because of Dudu or the presence of Little Dream Demon. What a coincidence, it's a female. This way, you won't have to work hard to find a mate in the future. It will be officially announced that you will be your childhood sweetheart. It's very stable, Wu Yukin laughed. Yang Yu rolled his eyes. Is senior brother Jian too overstimulated? Isn't this a little too hasty to decide on the spouse of the newly caught croaking frog? This, Master Hanli, I don't know whether to say something or not. Nozawa had something else to say. Speak. These croaking frogs were all caught from the secret realm of Mount Fuji. Are they, related to each other, Nozawa made gestures, feeling a little worried. Yang Yu. Wu Yuqian. The smile on Wu Yuqian's face just disappeared. Although it is not the Koga Ninja frog, the captured Guagua bubble frog has better plasticity than the Koga Ninja frog. Yang Yu can also study how to make the Guagua bubble frog activate its hidden characteristics that can change freely in the future. After all, it is already mature and stereotyped. Koga Ninja is still a bit difficult to train, each has its own merits. Catching croaking frogs is much easier than you think. This experience made Yang Yu decide that no matter which secret realm he went to in the future, he would first check if there were any one of his own in the river in that secret realm. There was a carp king who could salute to guide the way, which was like cheating. Next, get ready to go to heaven to visit the secret realm of Sky City. At this point in time, you don't need to rely on your brain to know that the Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance must have sent all the capable trainers it can send in. Of course, they have also sent in batches to ensure the training through superpower induction. After your home is safe, continue sending out trainers. Master Han Li, Master Qian, I will not hold you back in the secret realm of Sky City. I will wait for your triumphant return outside the secret realm. Nozawa is not greedy, but he is now facing he has a clear understanding of his own strength. Because of his previous experiences, he knew that the situation in the secret realm was definitely not something that an ordinary person like him could handle. If he enters the Sky City and is discovered by others, even the croaking frog in his hand may not be able to protect him. What Nozawa needs now is to grow up obscenely in the cruel society of Sakura country. Yang Yu and Wu Yuqian looked at each other and nodded. The trainers who enter the secret realm are at least elite level in strength. As for the high-level trainers, they are mostly followers. In the secret realm of Sky City, you are expected to stay for several days. Historical experience has shown that there will be a window period of about 10 days, but after 10 days, it is not easy to predict. It has been more than 20 years since the last time the Sky City secret realm appeared. No one knows how much changes there will be in the secret realm. In short, safety is still the priority. Nozawa, in about 10 hours, the secret realm of Sky City will be open to trainers from all over the world. When the time comes, please pay attention to safety. Don't worry, Master Han Li, there is no problem. At this time, many flying elves can be seen in the sky. Behind those elves are carrying Sakura country trainers one after another to the Sky City. The scene is extremely spectacular. The gate to the Sky City has been opened. All Sakura Kingdom trainers, for the glory of the Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance, must be the first to capture the main elf resources. More and more trainers are entering the gate of Sky City, including gym-level trainer Tetsuya Koike. Facing the temptation of this unknown secret realm, it is too big. At this time, at the foot of Mount Fuji, 3 people still holding their heads high appeared. There is no doubt that these 3 people from front to back are Wu Yuqian, Yang Yu, and Nozawa Naburo. The Sakura Kingdom Elf Alliance would never have imagined that during the time they took over the Fuji mountain area, someone had already sneaked in unnoticed in advance, and even went to the secret realm of Fuji mountain to capture 3 croaking frogs. Traveling through these camps, Wu Yuqian, Yang Yu, and Nozawa Naburo walked around freely without anyone doubting their identities. No one can use teleportation to escape the eyes of the king-level trainer Ritsu Watanabe who is guarding the outside of the border, nor can he escape by flying to the sky. Trainers have been sent from several countries near Sakura country. Whether it is the Corncob country or the Chao country, this is a prosperous time for trainers in the world, and they have sent the most competitive trainers here. China is naturally no exception. It's strange. Aren't Yang Yu and Wu Yuqian already in the cherry blossom country a long time ago? How come they haven't been seen? Wang Kai's who looked left and right, feeling a little strange. The secret realm of Sky City, these people, are you not interested? How is this possible? 2 young gym level trainers, and they are also trainers who successfully challenged the gym leader. I really don't know how they did it. Zhang Huiyu took off his glasses and wiped them. This time, some of our senior students from Jiaotong University are also here. Didn't Yanjing and Xingjing also bring many masters from the past? Wang Kaizu looked in the direction to the side and had to sigh. This time the trainers sent by the Hua Kingdom, the lineup was not as strong as usual. It would be great if the secret realm came to our country of China. Wang Kaizu looked at the group of bird people in the sky with envy. Unfortunately, they still have to wait for more than 9 hours to enter the city in the sky. Lao Wan, do you think it's possible that Yang Yu and Wu Yuqin have blended in with these people and followed them into the sky city? A bizarre thought flashed through Zhang Huiyu's mind, and he wiped his lenses. His hand also stopped. How is this possible? Even the King of Heaven, what Nabritsu, is guarding here. Wang Kaizu lost his voice. Then where will the two of them be? Zhang Huiyu raised his head and murmured. At this time, another group of trainers took off in the sky on flying elves. Junior brother Han, you have to hold on tight. Tropical Dragon, prepare to come together. They didn't use gym-level sculptures, which would be too conspicuous, but what's interesting is that there seem to be 2 other tropical dragons in this group of trainers. Go away, the tropical dragon of labor and management has already taken over. You two, please don't mess with me. Wu Yuqin was angry, but he didn't dare to make a loud noise. Yang Yu suppressed a smile. Sky City, be the first to log in. Keep asking for votes. Pokemon's Character Master. Author, AI Ren Huo Xiangxiao. Chapter 683. Trainers from Sakura country swarmed in, and Yang Yu and Wu Yuqin took advantage of the situation and squeezed in. The elite trainers who were originally guarding the door also disappeared and followed them directly in. This obviously means that the sooner you enter, the sooner you will have the opportunity to grab excellent elf resources. If there were not big shots at the beginning, these people would have rushed in long ago. Only after entering the door, a white light flashed. Yang Yu subconsciously took out the sunglasses beside his skull bag and put them on. The scene in front of Yang Yu was completely different from what he had imagined. Senior brother Jian, where are the people? What about the other people who entered the secret realm of Sky City? Regirock. Yang Yu immediately thought of the rock god pillar Regirock, who knew the most about the events in the history of the elves, and even some secrets that only Regirock could explain. At the same time, he also summoned Dudu out. However, Regirock's words made Yang Yu's expression darken. Have you entered the secret realm of the Sky City here? Regirock looked around. Why is it different from before? Is there something wrong? Yang Yu asked in a deep voice. Regirock said, it's completely different from what I remember. Time has passed, and the secret realm of Sky City is completely different from before. Where are the other people who entered the secret realm? Yang Yu continued to ask. It should be folded space. The moment they entered the secret realm, everyone should have been teleported to various other places by superpowers, Regirock answered. Yang Yu felt a little horrified in his heart. What kind of terrifying superpower is this that can allow so many people to move instantly at the same time? Yeah. Dede seemed to have discovered something, patted Yang Yu's shoulder and pointed to the position behind him. Yang Yu and Regirock looked back at the same time. At this moment, there was a huge shock in Yang Yu's eyes. Here, I don't know when, there was a huge sculpture. At this time, the white light in the venue had gradually dissipated, and Yang Yu took off the sunglasses he was wearing. Yang Yu happened to know the 3 flying elves on this sculpture. 3 holy birds. The frozen bird represents the ice element. The flame bird represents the fire element. Lightning bird representing the electric system. This is the guardian of the sky belonging to the elven world in the records of the Elf Alliance. Yang Yu didn't know whether other trainers who entered the Sky City could see the sculpture, but Yang Yu was fascinated by the 3 holy birds that stood attentively and formed a triangle, as if they were guarding some central secret. Deeply attracted. Are they guarding any secrets? Yang Yu cautiously approached this huge sculpture. The three holy birds in the sculpture were not soaring with their eyes looking outwards, but surrounding them with their eyes focused in the middle. Reggie Locke said nothing. Even though he was a rock god, he had to maintain enough respect when facing the sculpture of the three sacred birds. Yang Yu looked serious and walked slowly around the sculpture of the three sacred birds for several times. Is this sculpture foreshadowing something? Castle in the sky. Is it the secret of Lugia or the secret of another legendary elf? When Yang Yu first saw the Sky City on the world's center island, the first thought in his mind was that this secret realm was related to the secret of Lugia, the king of the sky and superpowers. Even in the beautiful stories about the city in the sky in the Elf Alliance, in the fairy tales about the city in the sky that children have heard since childhood, there is also a mysterious elf guarding the sky in the elf world. Whether it's the teleportation mentioned above or the folding space that Reggie Locke just mentioned, these are all related to superpowers, and they require very powerful superpowers. But in Yang Yu's impression, Lugia also has an incredible title, that is Poseidon, the god of the sea. Lugia, a powerful elf with both superpowers and flying abilities, lives in an unknown deep sea, perhaps the deepest unexplored sea area in the world, because of its overwhelming power. If it's Lugia, why isn't it in the secret realm of elves like Atlantis? Yang Yu said casually, shaking his head with a smile. Who knows where the secret realm of the elves in Atlantis is? The World Elf Alliance's exploration of the deep sea has been going on, but there are always terrifying deep sea overlord elves on the seabed. Those are not easy characters to deal with. If they fight in the deep sea, some king-level elves may not be these deep sea overlords. Opponent. Although that elf is a fire and flying elf, it can also transform the terrifying power of fire into superpowers, and even resurrect the dead and save Master Yi. Yang Yu sighed faintly. The magic of the elf world is far beyond the imagination of human trainers. Although the resurrection of the dead is too exaggerated in reality, after all, there is still a little bit of fantasy. Could it have such power? But no matter how you say it, the elf with shining colorful wings left an extremely profound impression on Yang Yu. Phoenix King is its name. At this time, 3 different entrances appeared in front of Yang Yu. The path of fire, the path of electricity, the path of ice. I'm not a super newbie in this horse riding, can I still use the path of fire and the path of electricity? Yang Yu looked at it and rolled his eyes. The person who designed the entrance, oh no, the elf who designed the entrance must be mentally ill. Fire can scorch Yang Yu, thunder and lightning can scorch Yang Yu, and the only way to go is this ice path. Reggie Locke's core of wisdom looked at Yang Yu in front of him suspiciously. He is a super newbie. What is that? It sounds pretty awesome. Stay, let's walk away. Stop, stop, stop. Don't, Sad face, lie equals, rub. As soon as Yang Yu stepped on the ice path, he felt like he had stepped on a banana peel. His whole body swished and slid forward uncontrollably. He didn't stop until he hit a big snowdrift head-on. Down. Poppy. Tijupai and Little Dream Demon in Yang Yu's hat are like riding on a high-speed ice rail car, so playful. Come on. A human mark appeared on the big snowball, and Yang Yu's whole body was embedded in it. Poppy. Tijupai climbed down from Yang Yu's hat, spinning and jumping like figure skating on this extremely smooth ice path with his eyes closed. The Little Dream Monster also wants to skate like Tijupai, but it seems a bit impossible. By the way, how could we forget it? The Little Dream Monster floated back to the human mark on the big snowball, and then found the Mini Dragon's elf ball from the owner's backpack. Come out, Mini Dragon. Me. 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 What did the Mini Dragon see? There are so many popsicles built up like a wall. Chiliu. The Mini Dragon licked the wall next to the ice path. Is there anyone, help me? Yang Yu, who was trapped in the big snowball, wanted to cry. He doesn't want to become a snowman. In this ice path, even Dudu's superpowers could not directly help Yang Yu, as if the induction of superpowers was blocked. Yang Yushin's pioneering spirit deserves praise. With Yang Yu's lessons learned, Dada walked very carefully, just in case he ran into it. Dudu came to the edge of the big snowball steadily and pulled Yang Yu out of the big snowball. The first time Yang Yu came out, he saw the mini dragon Chi Lu licking the ice wall, and it seemed to be very exciting. He was so angry that he didn't know what to say. Incompetent rage. However, at this moment, Reggie Locke seemed to be still standing outside the path and did not slide in. Yang Yu saw Reggie Locke eager to try, and quickly gave up his position. This ice path is too evil. This reminded Yang Yu of the ice path in the GBA game. It seemed exactly the same. It's also slippery, and more importantly, there is a big snowball at the end of the road for buffering. Yang Yu learned wisely this time. This road was not meant for walking. You had to sit down and skate slowly, just like skating on an ice rink. Mini Dragon, go lick the wall in front. The wall in front is more delicious. As expected, there was a big snowball on the road ahead. At least Yang Yu didn't have to worry about hitting the ice wall. Reggie Locke, slow down, don't go too fast. Master, wait for me, let me hide under the stupid hat. Reggie Rumble Rock collapsed and instantly returned to the state of Little Reggie Rock. Yang Yu pulled the tail of the mini dragon, and the little dream demon stood on the head of the mini dragon. Mini sled dragon, it's up to you. Yeah. Day received Reggie Locke Jr., and the two of them blocked the back. This time, after Day got a little closer to Yang Yu, his superpowers would not be blocked by the effect of the ice layer at this distance, so he could protect Yang Yu. Me. When the mini dragon heard that there was a more delicious wall, it rushed towards the wall in front of it excitedly. It wanted to eat, it wanted to eat. Under the leadership of the mini sleigh dragon, Yang Yu could slowly slide on the ice path. In such a magical place, should we take this opportunity to let the mini dragon master the freezing light? No matter where we go, human wisdom is indeed infinite. Tisk, 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 I almost admire myself, Yang Yu secretly praised himself. Tijipai is slipperier than the mini dragon. This is the first time it has encountered such a fun place. After almost 4 or 5 turns, this time, there was a fork in the road. To the left, or to the right? Before Yang Yu had time to think about this question, he discovered that Tijipai had slid to the left. At the same time, the mini dragon's white nose, which was licking the ice wall like a popsicle, suddenly moved. In the air, there seemed to be a sweet smell wafting out. It seems. It looks like strawberry-flavored ice cream. Mini dragon, wait a minute, hey. At this time, Tijipai had stopped sliding and was looking curiously at a moving ball of fresh cream twisting on the big snowball. Poppy. Pokemon's Character Master. Author, Ai Ren Huoqiang Xiao. Chapter 684. Et. A little butter stuck in a big snowball, tinkering with something, poked its head out, with lots of white snowflakes stuck to its head, and its 2 little eyes looked behind it in confusion. Poppy. Tijipai was under the big snowball, raising his head and looking at the moving little cream on the snowball in confusion. Although I have never seen such an elf before, but you can say hello. Et. This small ball of cream was like butter. He took a bite of small snowflakes into his mouth, then scratched his head and handed the ball of snowflakes down. Poppy. Just when Tijipai was about to catch the snowflake, there was a huge noise behind him. Me. Mini dragon, slow down, yeah. The mini sled dragon seems to be flying as fast as a sleigh that has escaped from the rains. When you smell the sweet aroma in front of you, where can you stop? Go, go, go. Babble. This little ball of cream seems to sense a dangerous aura. The moment a mini dragon appeared around the corner. Mini dragon. Little cream, *U003E/U003C, oh. Little fairy milk. Yang Yu was completely stunned when he saw the cream-colored moving elf on the big snowball. The little dream demon blinked and was stunned for a moment. Ice cream has become a sperm. When Day was making ice cream puree, little dream demon saw with her own eyes that the little cream-like thing on the big snowball could actually move. The little dream demon felt like he had seen a ghost. Could it be? Is it the brand new ghost elf by Naiu? The little dream demon immediately wanted to sense the ghostly aura of the white milk ghost, but that ball of white milk seemed to have seen some scary elf, and it was so frightened that drops of butter like sweat jumped out from its body. Run quickly. Me. 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 What did the mini dragon see? The mini dragon saw a small ball of cream running away. The mini dragon has eaten so much spicy ice cream that he has never seen ice cream puree that moves or escapes. Stop, don't run. It seems like the time when the mini dragons went to the elf battle arena for the first time. In front of the mini dragons, one of them turned into a cute, delicious, sweet elf that I wanted to lick. This time, it actually turned into a real elf. Realistic. It's that little dollop of cream. Mini dragon, I'm so greedy for its body. Poppy. Tijipai looked blankly at the little cream who gave it a ball of small snowflakes and turned around to run away. When he turned around and found the mini dragon rushing towards him, Tijipai immediately understood. Poppy. Tijipai quickly chased little cream on the ice path in the direction of his escape. At this moment, the mini dragon took Yang Yu and ran quickly along the ice wall on the ice path. Turn after turn, the mini dragon would hit the ice wall at first, but as he became more and more proficient in drifting on the ice. Shrimp catcher. Holy shit, shit, shit. Yang Yu looked at the skating speed getting faster and faster in front of him, and his scalp was numb with fear. Fortunately, there was Day behind him who used superpowers to help control Yang Yu's balance. Otherwise. Yang Yu, who is holding the mini dragon by the tail, is going to overturn on this ice path. For the sake of safety, Day used his superpowers to form a defensive airbag around Yang Yu and himself. In this way, supported by the superpower airbag, it would have an excellent buffering effect. Mini dragon, go 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 go. The cream elf in front is throwing cream behind him while running, hoping to use the cream to stop the scary mini dragon chasing behind him. This is what they do when they are in danger. As long as they drop the cream, no matter how scary the elf is, it will rest and stop chasing after eating it. In this way, the cream elf will be safe. But what the cream elf doesn't know is that the mini dragon behind him is a real foodie. For foodies, the more cream the cream elf in front throws, the more joyful the mini dragon will be chasing after him. Because of the thrown cream. It's so delicious. Omega. Stop. Don't run. The cream elf escaping in front had never seen such a scary elf chasing after sweet cream after eating it. It started to panic. Don't eat me, don't eat me. I don't have a drop left. I really don't have a drop left. This cream elf has worked hard for a long time to form these fragrant and sweet creams. Now, they are being thrown away and have run out. Isn't it said that throwing cream can calm down the chasing elves? Why doesn't this trick work today? The cream elf really wants to cry. Ear, ear, ear. Poppy. Tijipai was chasing after him while wagging his finger, which was the finger-waving skill. A few drops of life water fell on the cream elf's body. As the temperature dropped instantly, ice immediately began to form. However, the recovery effect of the life water drops began to help the cream elf condense the cream again. Air. The escaping little butter found that he had butter to throw away. He looked back into Jipai's direction gratefully, but he almost got startled when he looked back. That scary elf with a big white nose and cream at the corners of his mouth, is here again. Leave. Throw away your cream. The mini dragon opens its mouth wide and refuses no one who comes. It's like Pac-Man, slurping down a small dollop of cream in one mouthful, and even one dollop is not enough. Please stop chasing me, I'm going to be without cream again. Omega. The cream elf ran ahead crying, shaking the cream for a while, but the scary elf behind still didn't stop. At this moment, another ray of healing light fell on the cream elf. Poppy, Poppy. Tijipai is cheering for the cream elf. Air. The cream elf was filled with emotion. As this healing light began to work, the cream elf was filled with cream again. This time, we must knock down the scary little elf behind. The momentum of the cream elves has increased greatly. It must be that they have not thrown enough cream. Like the big sisters at home, they can escape from the pursuit of the dangerous elves by throwing a few dollops of cream. This time. However, before this cream elf started to act, its panicked eyes finally brightened up again, because it has reached the point where it can be protected. At this place, there is an ice wall. There are also cream cannons one after another on the ice wall. This is the most powerful thing known to the cream elves to drive away dangerous elves. The panicked cream elf headed towards the ice city wall as an early warning, and at the same time, he did not forget the Tijipai that was following him to help him. At this time, there were a few ice creams on the city wall decorated with strawberries that looked like cream ice cream. With the help of the elves, they connected the little buttercream and Tijipai to the city wall. Poppy, boo-hoo, Pocket Bee blinked. There are many beautiful young ladies here. However, things don't seem to be as simple as they come. Because the scary elf is coming. It's that mini dragon. Yang Yu, who was following behind, couldn't help but widen his eyes. The ice cream-like elves on the city wall. Frosty Frost, Frosty Milk Fairy. Yang Yu didn't have time to think too much, because at this time, on the ice city wall in front of him, which was not too high, there seemed to be a cannon made of ice cream, facing the direction of the mini dragon and him. This is cream ice cream cannon? Mum. A drop of saliva dripped from the corner of the mini dragon's mouth, and soon, the long strip of saliva turned into ice before it even touched the ground. On the city wall, a frost milk fairy issued a defense order. Fire. Mum. Please vote. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Pokemon's Character Master. Author, Ai Ren Huoqiang Xiao. Chapter 685. Chapter 685. It's open. It's open. I recommend 2 new books by excellent authors. 1. Misery Martial Arts System. Author, Hongshan Jun. Awakening from a big dream, he traveled through time and became an illegitimate son in the Li Mansion in Jizhu. This is a martial arts world of high martial arts. Legend has it that the strongest person can have the power to destroy the world and change dynasties. In such a world, Li Qi obtained a martial arts system from a difficult situation. Buddhism has various kinds of sacred teachings. I have the Zen Heaven Juding, the 12 Divine Heaven Guards, the 8 Dragon Divine Fires, etc. There are various secret maps of immortality in Taoism. I have the 9 Yang Heavenly Art, the Tao Emperor's Legacy Book, the Wanyan Tianxia Sword returning to the sect, etc. There are all kinds of heresies and sorcery in the magic sect. I have the holy demon Yuanfei, the god of death passing through, the 6 forbidden realms, etc. Various martial arts such as knives, swords, spears, bows, boxing, techniques, and chi are all in the Kyujing martial arts system. 2. I don't want to be an onmyoji anymore. Author, The Third Magician, new book by the author of The Agency Beyond Dimensions. Brother, there are limits to onmyoji's abilities. One thing I learned in my short time. The more you study onmyoji, the more you will find that there are limits to onmyoji's abilities. Unless you surpass onmyoji. What do you want to say in the end? I don't want to be an onmyoji anymore. Human version. An ordinary young man, Kwon Junyan, traveled through time and became the head of the Japanese onmyoji family. However, he did not inherit the memory of the original owner. In order not to be exposed, he could only play the role of the family head in fear while trying every means to get rid of the identity of the family head and the onmyoji. This book is also known as I'm No Longer the Head of the Household, Brother, Hurry Up and Take Over and Physical onmyoji. Welcome all book friends to collect and appreciate. Pokemon's Character Master. Author, Ai Ren Huoqiang Shao. Chapter 686. This is a mini ice wall fortress. The frost cream fairies on this ice wall began to load cream missiles into the candy cannon in an orderly manner. What kind of elf is the frosty milk fairy? Their height is almost the same as Tijipai, only about 0.3 m. What kind of concept is this? If you put the cream fairy on the plate, it will be like the strawberry flavored ice cream in the ice cream shop, and there are two on the left and right. Strawberry hairpin. This is a place like a Lilliputian country. Except for the frost milk fairy, the remaining fairy milk fairies are even smaller, with a height of only about 0.2 m, so for them. The mini dragon and Yang Yu and Dede who appeared behind them are all giants-like existences. Fire. This is the cream missile specially made by the frost milk fairies. It has the effect of calming the enemy. It is also mixed with the unique fairy atmosphere of the fairy system. No matter how you put it, ice and fairies have a huge advantage when dealing with dragon-type mini-dragons. But something seems amiss. Me. This time, the mini-dragon's tail broke free from Yang Yu's hand, and in this ice path, he started the dragon dance that he was very good at. These are fragrant little ice cream balls, and they are creamy and strawberry flavored. As an ultimate foodie, mini-dragon. Never allow an ice cream ball to slip out of your mouth. The mini-dragon can enjoy a small mountain of ice cream all by itself. How can it be possible to feed the mini-dragon with the fresh cream that was eaten during the chase? This is a real feast. Oh! The hungry dragon roars. Yang Yu looked at the frost milk fairies on the ice wall fortress with amusement as they loaded cream missiles in an orderly manner. It had to be said that the frost milk fairies in his memory, such elves were very popular. As for how to judge the popularity of an elf, it naturally depends on whether it has been drawn by some cartoonists in some strange cartoons. At least in the Galar region, the frost milk fairy is deeply loved by trainers. Yang Yu vaguely saw that behind the mini fortress, there was a new round of frost milk fairy coming up with waists as small as ice cream. This time, the light blue frost milk fairy appeared. The hairpin accessories on the left and right changed from strawberry to blueberry, but her face still seemed to be angry. Knock on the evil, knock on the terrible. Chu-chu-chu. Chu-chu-chu. The mini-dragon seemed to be transformed into a reliable elf. Even if the mini-dragon was unreliable, these cream missiles would not pose any threat to Yang Yu, Little Dream Demon and Dede. The Little Dream Demon still wanted to reach out and pick one up to play with, but the mini-dragon didn't let go of any of them. With the momentum of one man can guard the barrier, and 10,000 men can't open it. Of course, this momentum seems to be only effective in this situation. Poppy. Tijipai stood on the ice wall and watched the beautiful cream missile fireworks of various colors being shot out, as if he was welcoming the little dream sister. It's so hospitable. The mini dragon feels the same way. He has never tasted such delicious cream ice cream. Strawberry, vanilla, and mint. Mint flavored ice cream. It makes the mini dragon so happy. Yang Yu looked strange. Didn't Chuang Naxian and the others feel like meat buns beating up dogs? The mini dragon is now a rhythm master. No matter what kind of drum beat the cream cannon on the ice wall plays, it can perfectly catch these cute and delicious cream ice cream missiles. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. If you keep fighting like this, the mini dragon will be full. Yang Yu wanted to go over and break up the fight, but when he thought about the freezing ray move in his mind, his body and mind honestly stopped, and then he changed his previous thoughts. Be more forceful. Be more forceful. Hurry up and fire at the mini dragon. Hurry up and fire at the mini dragon. If Yang Yu didn't know how to produce creamy ice cream missiles like Frost Milk Fairy, he would have wanted to help Frost Milk Fairy and the others fight mini dragons. This is the first time for the little dream demon to see so many different colors of cream ice cream elves. They are so cute, and she wants to go over and make friends with them. However, Tijapai is now standing on the ice wall. There is another batch of brand new cream fairy. The previous pink strawberry cream fairy has exited. This time, it looks like a green matcha flavored cream fairy. Speaking of matcha, Yang Yu also likes this taste. However, these frost milk fairies look really cute. When they jump up and down, their two buns will jump up and down, just like the feeling of ice cream melting, but they will not fall down. However, these frosty milk fairies cream ice cream missiles have fairy attributes. Will there be any problem eating this mini dragon? Although the ice path here is very cold, some hot sweat broke out on Yang Yu's forehead nervously. The mini dragon has slowed down a lot now, and it looks like it is starting to feel full. However, the mini dragon's own energy consumption is not that fast. This is why other elves usually only need to eat 3 meals a day, and a small amount at each meal is enough. Many dragons eat at least 5 or 6 meals a day, and sometimes they even need to be fed continuously. However, this is also a characteristic of dragon elves. People who don't have money really can't afford to raise a mini dragon, but the shed skin of the mini dragon can return some money. In the elf world, it is relatively cheap to raise mini dragons. The more expensive ones are Boscodora and Bangala. When these two powerful elves were young, Cocodora and Yukila were no longer satisfied with just eating energy cubes. Only diamonds could be worthy of their status. There are many rich people in Saudi Arabia who like to raise such elves, and some people even directly own a lot of diamond mines to specifically feed them. Yang Yu wondered if he could recruit the entire Frost Milk Fairy clan to help feed the mini dragons. This thing does not seem to be so easy to do, but Yang Yu believes in his innate affinity. Even the fierce and violent elf like Guaguapao Frog is easily captured by Yang Yu. Frost Milk Fairy. It seems like we should get along better, right? Yeah. When he saw these novel elves, he thought of the cream ice cream he had made. He wondered if he should ask these elves how to make ice cream that would be more delicious. There is no end to learning, and the same goes for cooking. At this time, the offensive on the ice wall had weakened. The frost milk fairies above were gasping for breath. They had almost finished shooting the cream missiles in stock. Why did this scary little elf haven't had enough? Snapped. The last cream missile has been shot. This time, there really is no more. The cream fairies felt like they were almost heating up. The heat coming from their bodies was also a unique aroma of cream ice cream, but they were so tired. Mum. The mini dragon was smiling all over his face as he chewed the last creamy ice cream missile in his mouth. There was no better day than this feeling of being full all at once. Me. 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 The mini dragon burped comfortably on the spot, feeling the ice cream filling his stomach, and even seemed to have a lot of fairy-type aura. The mini dragon was quite uncomfortable at first, but he couldn't stand the smell of the creamy ice cream missiles. Just like when the mini-dragon came into contact with ice cream for the first time, he was still a little afraid of ice cream at first, but after eating too much, he became more courageous. Why should he be afraid of ice cream? Just eat it and that's it. This is also thanks to the mini-dragon's physique, which continuously consumes huge amounts of energy. Otherwise, it would be really difficult to adapt. He also licked the ice cream on the side of his big nose clean. This time, the mini-dragon suddenly seemed to feel something, and his stomach began to rumble. This time, he was not hungry, but, food too full, starts digestion. Yeah. Dede seemed to have noticed something, and looked in the direction of the mini-dragon with wide eyes. This is a force of ice. No, why does it seem like there is still a fairy-like aura? Although this breath is very faint, you can still feel it. Damn it, did you eat a little bit of the freezing light with fairy attributes? The little Reggie Locke under the dull golden conch cap was dumbfounded. As a core of wisdom, he knew a lot about the history of the elf world, but he had never encountered a mini-dragon that could release a little bit of fairy attributes. Mini-dragon, not a Chinese Valentine's Day bluebird. How could this have the power of fairy attributes? Could it be? Reggie Locke's core of wisdom feels a little out of control. Eat, 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 the fairy aura coming out of eating. Mini-dragon, are you going to start to master the power of ice? Yang Yu's eyes were full of anticipation. He was in the hot pot restaurant of the fire gym. The mini-dragon just eats and masters the flame spray. This scene. Déjà vu. Environment, ice path, conditions met. Food, enough cream ice cream missiles, the condition is met. The time is right, the place is right, the people are in the right place, and the mini-dragons have taken over them all. Although the harmony here seems to be a little different, belonging to the reverse harmony on the side of Frost Milk Fairy, but this is not important. What is important is the movement of the mini-dragon now. Me. Dash. Incredible light blue light swirls in the mouth of the mini-dragon. This light absorbs the condensed ice breath. At the same time, in the path of the ice, these translucent ice walls that can reflect and refract make this light blue light. The light of color becomes more dazzling. There is no doubt that this ice power is even more incredible than jetting flames, and its initial power is even stronger than jetting flames. It's because the mini-dragon ate too much ice cream. Let the mini-dragon cast freezing light with more powerful ice power than jetting flames. What does practice make perfect? This is called practice makes perfect. In this ice path environment, the power of the freezing light increased by another level. The poor Frost Milk Fairies began to hug each other and tremble and cry. They actually didn't calm down the scary elf, instead, they became scary. Don't eat me, Frosty Milk Fairy is not delicious at all, really. Mum. A powerful aurora beam shines out from the mini-dragon's mouth. This is freezing light. Asking for votes.